Alright, everybody. So here we are. This is it. My friend Ted has come over to join me, and we are going to start riveting it in some rivets. And I'm going to describe it while eating leftover birthday cake. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's good. So yeah, it's the exact same procedure that we'd use. Now, okay, I know I talked about using less sealant this time, and that is true. However, the only places where I will still be using very generous amounts of sealant over everything are the outsides of the tank. So there you see the lower half of the inboard rib, and you can see that it is generously sealed on. Yeah, I mean, that's the outside of the tank. That's the last defense. That's got to be good. So there we will be over applying. Everywhere else we're going to try to use a modest amount. Okay, there I am stirring up the sealant. Sorry, cake. Pardon me. And we're doing it the exact same procedure that we've done every time on this tank. Outline the piece, apply generous amounts of sealant, fit the piece to be riveted in place snugly, which will take a lot of force, and it's a little bit hard to do that. I mean, I'm not saying the ribs are weak, but they're big, right? So they have a tendency to move, and you know, you're putting a lot of force pushing down on a rib trying to seat it into the skin. You know, you run the risk of accidentally bending something. We don't want to bend anything, so we push the rib in place, which you just see me do, and now we got to get it clecoed in place. We do every other cleco. Sorry, we cleco every other rivet, and then start to rivet away. Oh man, I do love cake. Anyway, so we do, and then once we're done riveting, we kind of alternate size as we go down to make sure that it's kind of matched. We want the tension in the metal to be kind of uniform. So, you know, moving back and forth down towards the nose is how we get that to work the best. And then you do the next rib down. Now, one of the ways that this is easy is because we're able to stand on the side of a table and both get on opposite sides of where we're working. But being as how it's one long symmetric piece, what you'll see, actually I don't think you'll see it in this video. I think, yeah, it'll be in the next video. So as we get into the next rib, so we're only going to do 2 ribs right now. And then we will go back and we will do 2 more in the next session, and then 2 more in the final session instead of trying to slam them all out at once. We clamp the piece down, which really helps a lot, and we also put a lot of back counterweight on the back side towards the right hand side of the screen, so that we can basically pull out the tank far enough to actually get to the next row of rivets and have it hanging off the edge of the table, which is handy. Okay, so we got the next rib in place, and now we rivet. So now we switch sides, and then we do 5 up from the bottom on that side. Actually, no, we do 5. What we do is we do 10. Then we'll come back on the opposite side and then finish that entire side and then go back to the other side and then finish that side. Wow, this makes it look really good. And of course, clean as always. So while we're talking about, let's talk about friends and the network of people that you need around you to accomplish this feat of building and flying your own airplane. It really is. I know a lot of people. This is a great extension of what I. It's a dream quest, and that's great. But dreams often can't be done alone. I know some people that have been trying to build their planes here in California. Like, oh yeah, I do the whole thing by myself. I'm like, well, I mean, the whole thing. That's ridiculous. There's so much of this that you cannot do by yourself, and that's when you need to have friends around you, like my friend Ted. Um, I also have the support of the entire board of my flying club and a lot of the members. I've got our club mechanic Matthew, great young man who. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm cleaning a Dungeness crab for some reason. Anyway, back to your friends. So I've got a support of a lot of people. Not most importantly, more than anyone, is my wife, who supports me through all of this, despite how ridiculous I am. I want, you know, I say, this plane is for us and blah blah blah. Let's all be honest. It's for the person that's building it. It brings me a lot of pleasure putting pieces together and forming something that's vastly more, well engineered than my body certainly is, and will get us to where we want to go in a fun fashion. You're basically making a child by hand, which I know sounds ridiculous, but uh, why the hell is this footage in here? Oh yeah. I was playing with the Wi-Fi capability. So the new camera I've got has Wi-Fi. I can latch it onto my phone, and I can actually see what the camera is showing on the phone. It's pretty interesting, except that it eats battery live. So yeah, all I'm saying is you got to have support. And my friend Ted, he's been a great support and a lot of help. He actually enjoys it. A lot of people that will help you find it very therapeutic, I find the whole process therapeutic. And you can't really deny people when they need to have therapy, which I'm having right now with the cake. So anyway, when we come back, I promise there will be less crab and more ribs. So no, we're not a cooking channel. See you soon.